welcome back to my channel. I am the Mass Trans and you are watching me, baby. Now before we get today's video started, I just want to give a quick what's up to my peeps and a diabolical middle finger to the creeps. You know who you are. Alright you guys, so it is Tuesday afternoon and I was actually about to get out and go run some errands. Clearly not in this top. I wasn't going nowhere in this top, baby. But I was about to go run some errands. Just got an alert. But before I ran the errands, I wanted to come and talk to you guys because I haven't really talked to you a lot this week. So here I am. A couple of things I want to talk about. We're going to talk about Tamar and Sydney Starr, and then I'm going to run down my news feed and just give you guys my opinions on a couple of things that are current events that are happening currently, okay? That was redundant. So, Tamar and Sydney Starr. Let me do this. Before I give you my commentary, I'm going to let you guys check out what happened, and then we'll come back on the other side, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on what I think about this particular story.
It's not funny, you know, it's really disappointing because, you know, for like, on one hand, you talk about being a staple for the LGBTQ community, but then you do stupid ass shit like this. Yes. And get up and talk out of turn and be disrespectful, but in turn you want people to be respectful towards you. That is a lot for me. Like you can't ask for it both ways. It don't work like that. Now I feel disrespected. Now I need, like, this is like a lot for me.
Tamar, you don't know what those girls did to me in that house.
I don't give a fuck fiery shit what they've done. Like, it's disrespectful. And this is beneath me. I cannot do this.
So welcome back. There you have it. You see Tamar get upset. She storms out the stage, honey, and says something about some fiery poo. Fiery? Okay, so anyway, this apparently is a bad girls club reunion of some sort. Now let me be completely transparent and tell you guys, don't watch the show. I know Natalie Nunn, and I know, who's the girl who lost a lot of weight? I think her name starts with a T. I do apologize. Can't think of her name. I want to call her Trisha. But those are the two people that I know from the show. So I don't watch it. And I only know them because they've sort of transcended Bad Girls Club. And I've seen them on other shows as well. So that's the only reason why I'm aware or privy to their existences. So Tamar gets upset because apparently Sydney has been acting a fool during this reunion. Now, a couple things I feel about this. First of all, this is the Bad Girls Club, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, what type of behavior are you expecting when you're hosting a Bad Girl Club reunion? Are you expecting for them to be prim and proper, the picture of comportment? Like, it makes no sense. Connect the dots, because I'm not understanding how you're getting upset about this behavior. Then, another thing that upsets me is that she basically chastises or admonishes Sydney for her behavior, saying that she's supposed to be this staple. First of all, staple? Representative, maybe? I don't know what. Staple for the LGBTQIAP plus community. Let me say this, and this is no shade to Sydney. Sydney does not represent me. Sydney represents Sydney. Okay? Just because she is a trans woman who has a platform and has a following does not make her a representative for all things trans, all things LGBTQIAP+. Just like everything that you do, Tamar, on the Tamar and Vincent show, on the Braxton Family Values, on your reality shows, on Big Brother, what have you, is not representative or indicative of all black women as a whole. The same is true for Sydney. The same is true for Sydney. And there's no shade to Sydney. Sydney, first of all, is doing exactly what she's supposed to do. And that is acting a fool and getting to the bag. So she knows her role and she's playing it accordingly. They didn't hire her to come there and be, you know, Martha Stewart. They don't want her to sit on her hands and, you know, walk with a book on her head without it falling off. They want her to act up. First of all, if she came there and sat there and acted and behaved in a respectful manner, who would watch? Who's tuning in to that? People tune in to the Bad Girls Club because they want to see bad girl antics and bad girl shenanigans. So if you agree to get the check, then you must be prepared for the bad girl antics. So I'm not quite sure why Tamar is walking off. And first of all, well, this is about the third time I said first of all. So third of all, Tamar. Like, Sydney's behavior isn't too far from your own behavior. The way you acted when Iyanla came on your show, the way you acted with Vince, the way you acted in front of countless other people, and I like Tamar. I stand for Tamar, I really do. But I just felt like Sydney was the easy target in this situation because she was a trans girl, and it was easy to go after her for that. And so I didn't like that because to me it was kind of bullying and Tamar trying to create a moment where there really wasn't one and using Sydney as the catalyst for that moment. And Sydney went on social media and apologized and said something like, my sister got me together and I deserved it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't deserve it. And don't kowtow, don't capitulate to her, Sydney. You didn't deserve that. You did what you were supposed to do, and that is act a fool. That is what brings the ratings in. That's what brings the ratings in. So why Tamar got bent out of shape, I'm not exactly sure what caused it. But Tamar's energy is just, she's a hard person to like. I said it. I said it. You know, and it's interesting because I root for her, but at the same time, I just kind of don't like her. I mean, and let me clarify what I mean when I don't like her. Like, I don't know her, you know, on a personal level, but based on what I've seen on television, we would constantly be at odds because I'm not going to be walking on eggshells around anyone. And she seems like the type of person that you have to tiptoe through the tulips to talk to. That was a lot of tease. And I don't have to, I'm too grown for that. I'm too grown for that. If you have a problem with me, an issue with me, that you feel that we need to have a conversation or discuss, let's do that. But what you will not do is turn me into a moment. And that's kind of what I feel like she did with Sydney. So I don't know what the beef was. I'm not even sure what happened leading up to Tamar storming off the stage. But to me, it's just like, you're the host. The host should go down with the ship. If anything, you should have Sydney escorted off the stage. You know, but it is what it is. Next. What else we want to talk about here? I'm going to go through the news here. I'm just going to talk to you guys about some things that I see in the news cycle. Lord, Brittany is posing topless, y'all. Can y'all see that? Brittany is posing topless. Why, Brittany? What makes you think... Now, see, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. But I'm going to say what I feel. Me and this top. You see me at war with this top? Last time you will ever see this top, by the way. Brittany, you are fighting for the end of your conservatorship. This is not the time to be taking topless pictures because what you're doing in this moment is coming across as unstable. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, is it fair for that to be the judgment just because you're posing topless? Probably not. But the reality is optics matter. Perception matters. And right now you posing topless and saying that you're of sound mind is incongruent. Put some clothes on, girl. Put some clothes on, Brittany. We want you to be freed. We want you to have control of your money. You've worked hard. You've earned it. We're rooting for you. Put some clothes on, sis. Celebrate topless once you get control back of your finances, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. The baby talks about switching to R&B. I'm so tired of him. I'm so sick of the baby. So he said he's switching to R&B after the backlash from his homophobic rant. Is it too much to just apologize and have a seat? Go to a feature with Lil Nas. You know, go do something outside of the box that your fans probably would not expect to see you do that helps to mitigate the damage that you've caused as a result of what you have said. But anyway, we've talked enough about him, so moving on. Matthew McConaughey is talking about not wearing deodorant. I don't know, that's been a big story. People who don't shower, ain't my business. If I can't smell you, shower as often or as less often as you choose to. You know, who amongst us has not had to take a whole bath, a bird bath, a time or two in their day? Let me pop over to CNN right quick and see what they're talking about over here. No women in the streets of Kabul. So, okay. So what's happening in Afghanistan? Now, I'm going to give you guys a very succinct opinion on how I feel about what's happening in Afghanistan. And my opinion is, I feel for the people of Afghanistan, but I think Joe Biden was absolutely right. It's been 20 years. One more year and that war would have been able to drink legally. One more year. The war would have been able to legally drink. That is a long time. I mean, this war has gone through preschool. This war has gone through high school. This war has, you know, graduated college. This war has been going on for too long. All the money that has been put into this war, all the money that has been invested into building up their own troops, it was time for it to be over. And I feel very much the same as Joe Biden does. It's just like, how do you expect for American soldiers to go over there, stand on the front line, fight, lose their lives, limbs, come back with PTSD, and, you know, all of the repercussions of being at war, being separated from their families, their loved ones, their children, what have you. How do you expect them to do that? And then when it's your opportunity to stand up for your own country, you just be like, I ain't got time for it. Here you go, Taliban. Here you go. Here you go, Taliban. Enjoy. Like, it makes no sense. So all of this hostility being directed at Joe Biden for pulling out of this war, I don't know that it's warranted. I know some of you hoes don't like pulling out ever, but I'm just saying, I don't know if it's necessarily warranted. I agree with the decision. Could it have been better timed or better planned? I don't know if there was ever going to be a better time. I mean, for them to take over every city in 7 days tells me that, I don't know, that they didn't want, either they didn't want it, or they just didn't feel like it was worth fighting for. I don't know what would allow them to just roll over and play dead and allow the Taliban to take over in 7 days. But if they took over in 7 days and you allowed it, you can't put all the blame on Joe Biden. It would be different if there was like reports of casualties and you guys fighting back and being overrun and overtaken because you weren't prepared. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, at least they tried. We need to go back and support them. But there was absolutely no effort. Based on the information that I know thus far, there hasn't been any efforts on them to retain control. So it is what it is as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to see anyone hurt, harmed, or killed, but again, I wholly agree with Joe Biden on this one. Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about before I get out of here. More COVID stuff. Please get vaccinated, people. I don't know what's up with these people not wanting to get vaccinated. Look, if you don't get vaccinated, when we all turn into zombies, you're going to be the only one. Not a zombie, right? You're gonna be so you're gonna be the one that we're gonna be dining and feasting on. So come on, join the zombie party, okay? Just come on. Let me check one more resource here to see if there's anything else I want to talk to you guys about before I get out of here. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there at all. So looks like that's about it. That's pretty much all I have for today. So please do me a huge favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, in closing, ask yourself this one poignant question. Why be bitter when you can be better? I'm the Mass Trans, and I'll talk to you guys again in my next video. Mwah! Bye-bye.